But we have grown to over 90 sponsors, which is just phenomenal. Like I said, we have almost 100 cooking teams. We have major sponsor, Tyson Foods. I don't know if we have rep yet. With Tyson Foods here, Coors, and Arctic Glacier Ice are our three major sponsors. And along with that, 80-something else sponsors. So we couldn't do it without y'all. We've come a long way, I think. We have representatives here with the health department, and they're going to kind of highlight. I passed out. If you didn't get one of these sheets on cook-off rules from the health department, be sure not to leave without these. But we have two representatives with the health department that are going to kind of, it's Anthony and Lindsay. And they've come to, I believe they did the barbecue before. Let me tell you something we accomplished last year. And I don't think it's the second year, but I know last year we did it. They walked out of the chamber barbecue and we had 0 demerits. 0. I mean, thank you all. And you all made that happen. We didn't have anything to do with it. I can't thank you enough. I saw Mike Bolton and other people in the restaurant business. Where's Mike at? 0 demerits. Yeah, 0 demerits. Not bad, is it, Mike? I mean, that's something, but we'd like to do it again this year. So they wanted to highlight. They do not have a video, but who wants it, Lindsay or Anthony? Okay.
Lindsay, I've been out there. I recognize quite a few of you from the past years. Before I go over these rules a little bit, I just want to let you know that everything that we come out there and check for is from the state law. It's not our pet peeves. It's not, I don't like the way you're doing this today. We're the messengers of the state law, and that is it. And so everything that we do has to be backed up, or we can't do it. And so if you ever find anything questionable that someone's asking you about, and they can't show it to you in the law, then that's a problem. And so I just wanted you guys to know that what we do is it's backed up. We're not out to get you guys. We love giving out zeros. So first of all, your food prep areas have to be screened. It's been that way almost every year. And so most of you guys should know that anywhere where you're cutting your ribs, your briskets, you either need to go to those community trailers where they're closed in and do it there, or you need to have a screened in area. That's all 4 walls, top to bottom. No flies can get in. If your booth's on anything but solid rock, asphalt, concrete, if you're on the grass, then you're going to have some kind of floor, which is as simple as a piece of canvas or a tarp that you can lay down under there, just so you don't spill anything all over the grass. Use the community kitchen as often as needed. Any hot food that you have, it always has to be above 135 when you're serving it, 135 minimum. So you can't say, well, I'm just going to take this big pile of barbecue off and I'm going to sit it here and I'm just going to serve it till it goes out. It won't be that long. It has to be 135 at all times, a chafing dish. Keep it on your smoker until you're ready to serve it out, something like that. Each cook team needs to have basins to wash and rinse your hands in. So that could be as simple as 2 little Tupperware plastic tubs, one with soapy water, one with rinse water to rinse your hands off. You also need a bottle of hand sanitizer to have at each booth. I'm assuming this is a smoking competition, and so I hope that none of you are cooking with open lid grills like a hot dog cooker. So, of course, everything ought to have a lid on it, and I'm almost 100% positive all of you have lids on your cookers. No food can be prepared at home. You can't trim your meat at home. You can't brine your meat at home. You can't make your barbecue sauce at home. Everything that you do prep-wise has to be done on site. So make sure you don't do anything at your house. And no uninspected meat can be served to the public. All your food's going to be provided by Tyson, but if you decide, hey, I'm going to do this little special thing and I shot a bunch of dove and they've been in my freezer, you can't serve that. So only stuff that's from an inspected source. Yes, absolutely. It just can't be served to the public.
Now, I think in the past, correct me, but now Wednesday night, that's okay.
Yes, because
now that's team night, so Wednesday night, serve what you want to the public and everybody else. What she's talking about is when we sell tickets to the event on Thursday, right?
Not
you can't serve to the public.
To your private party.
To his private, okay.
Private party, yes.
Private party. If you're having a private party, you can do it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
On the prepping, what about like at the restaurant? Or is that a chamber deal? You don't want to prep at their, is that a competition thing? That we can't prep at the restaurant?
No, you can prep at your restaurant. If you have an inspected food establishment, Market Street restaurants, you can do it there. You just can't do any food prep in an uninspected facility such as your home.
But is that a violation of the chamber
That's a violation of state law.
Oh, I don't know, I'm saying. but
He's
by
asked,
doing it-
yeah.
Oh, as far as
Oh,
the chamber?
oh.
If he-
No, you can prep it. If you have to do it, you can
He
prep it.
can't cook
You
his
can't
ribs
cook
and then
up,
turn
I
him
mean,
in to be
yeah.
judged.
They all have to be cooked out there.
But yeah, you cannot cook off premises spring.
That's
but you
what I'm
prep
saying.
it.
Are we gonna have a refrigerated trailer this year?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We'll have
So-
2 refrigerators.
Good. All your food has to be kept cold. If it needs to stay cold for food safety, it's gotta stay cold, okay? In the past, we've seen people bring large amounts of whatever, their ribs, what else is there?
Brisket.
Brisket, and just set it by the grill. I'm gonna cook that in the next 45 minutes to an hour. You can't do that. It has to stay in the cooler, in that refrigerator trailer, until you're gonna use it, okay? We don't want that stuff sitting out on the ground, because it will get hot. It's gonna be hot out there, probably 100 degrees, so food's gonna gain temperature fairly quick, okay? If your meat needs to be kept cold for longer than 4 hours before you cook it, it has to be in the mechanical refrigeration, okay? It can't be an ice chest. Like I said, you can't sit it on an ice chest on the ground. If you plan on cooking it in just a little while, a couple hours later, it needs to stay in the refrigerated truck. Mechanical refrigeration. Make sure you wear your gloves when you're handling food. This is cooked, ready-to-eat foods, raw beef and stuff like that. You can use your bare hands, but anything that's cooked and ready to go in your mouth, you have to wear gloves or utensils, okay? No pets allowed in the booths, around the smokers. I think we've seen that before in the past. They can't be in your trailers, nothing like that, okay? Can't have that. Keep your plates and utensils, food, everything you can off the ground, okay? It has to be at least 6 inches off the ground. You want to set it on the ground. You want to wash your hands before you put your gloves on, every time. This is easy, your dirty hands are the easiest way to get someone sick, okay? So you want to make sure you wash them and wash them often, and every time before you put your gloves on. If you switch like a cutting board from a raw food to ready-to-eat foods, or switch it from beef to whatever, you want to wash it, sanitize your dishes, okay? Do not use your plastic gloves. They're one-time uses only. If you take it off, you scratch your face, you can't put it back on. You have to use a different kind of glove. And people laugh at that, but I see it all the time. So you gotta have some sort of hand sanitizer, sanitizer for cleaning your tables, your dishes. It could be ammonia based or chlorine based. They make ammonia tabs, chlorine tabs, or bleach.
Or the wet wipes.
The
that
wet
you
wipes are
You
good.
guys use on those.
Yeah.
Okay, those are also good. You can't eat or drink, smoke tobacco, e-cigarettes, any of that stuff inside your booth, okay? If you have an awning over your head, you can't do any of that stuff in it. You can step right outside that and you'll be good to go, okay? All your liquid waste disposal, it needs to either go down a sanitary sewer, the restrooms. You can't just pour it out on the ground. Even your ice water melting out of your cooler, okay? It has to go down a sewer or the toilet, okay? Do we have any questions?
I think a couple of things, and of course they're right here. Take those. Everybody got one of these sheets from the
It's
health
even got
department.
check boxes. You can
Yeah.
just check it right off.
There, that's very important. But one important thing, and we've had teams in the past, I don't think we had any last year, which was great. Even if you get one of these nice coolers, put your meat, dump all the ice in the world, and duct tape it shut, it's not good enough to keep overnight in there. It's just not gonna keep it. It has to go in the reefer. Be sure and if you keep your meat prepped overnight, it has to go to the reefer.
So if we got our own refrigeration, we can use that.
Yes.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can.
We do have we have electricity for all the booths, so you can bring your own refrigerator and plug it in.
Absolutely.
You have to have test strips for testing your bleach solution.
If you're
Right.
mixing your
Yeah.
own, you should.
The wet wipes are pretty much at strength, so if you just buy one of those Clorox wet wipes, you don't have to.
Okay, anybody else have any questions? Well, that'd be great to, with zero demerits, and I guarantee you we can keep that. So thank you all for your efforts in this area. If you follow those rules, we're gonna be there. That's all we're asking of you. So a lot of y'all do that. You've been here before. Just keep doing what you're doing. And the new teams, let me tell you this, we're gonna have the FBI out there. That probably got your attention. They're called food and beverage inspectors, and these are people that, with the Tourist Cowboy Club, that are coming out and they're there to help. They'll be out there Wednesday, they'll have their shirts on, they have FBI on it. Ask them if you have any thoughts. And they're gonna walk around, and they're not in there to hammer anybody, but if they see something in your food that's not gonna work, they're gonna tell you about it and adjust accordingly. These guys are just as close you come to professionals. They cook all year long for the First Cowboy Club, and I brought them in to help everybody out. So they'll be giving you suggestions, so just follow what they have to say.
If any of you need any more copies of these, whenever this meeting's over, just go down to the other end of the hall and I'll be glad to print you off as many as you need.
If anybody has any questions after it's over, I mean, feel free to come up, I'll stay for a little bit.
Or even later. I mean, if you all meet and you meet the rest of your team, you have some questions, call the chamber or call the health department, just ask a question, they'll answer. They're here to work with us and help us. So Anthony, thank you. We appreciate that. Let's stick around real quick. Now, as far as judge, I think Pam showed up. Pam? Look for her. I think she needs no introduction.
Why'd you think I would cover you?
I knew you were coming. I just didn't say I didn't want to introduce you. Did you not show up?
I'm here.
Pam's done this for how many years? Every year? She started almost, didn't it?
No, first 5 years you didn't have me, but
Yeah.
now you got me.
Now we got a pro, and I think she does
I
a
don't know about being a
phenomenal
pro, but
job.
I'm here with it.
Thank you, Pam, for being here.
You're
You're good.
very welcome. Hello, everybody. I'm going to talk about judging just a little bit. Has anybody here not participated before?
Yeah.
Okay. If you have any questions after this, I'll hang around for a few minutes and we can go over them, okay? We're going to judge you on 3 criteria: other, ribs, and brisket. So when you get your container,
It's under your podium.
they will look like this. Be very careful that when you turn in your container that you have what it says on the lid. And this one says ribs, okay? I'm going to ask for pork, spare ribs only, no baby backs. Kansas City cuts okay, but they have to be pork spare ribs. No beef and no baby backs. I'm going to want 8. The lid should shut. Please do not put any barbecue sauce in the container because it just makes a big giant mess. So please do not do that. Cook your sauce onto your ribs or onto your brisket, whichever one. Pretty much the same rules go for brisket. I want it pencil thickness, usually about 8 slices. I'm not going to be out there measuring them. You know, this is fun, and I want everybody to have a good time. If you have a question, I'll be there all day. Please come around, just ask. There again, no sauce in the container. I'm going to ask for your samples 5 minutes before turn-in time, up to 5 minutes after. It's really, really important. Once it gets to be 5 minutes after turn-in time, if you're not just standing there in line where I can see you, you will not be able to turn in because it's not fair to everybody else. And we have to cut it off. There's too many to judge. So, if you are in corporate or amateur, good chance your items are going to go through 2 rounds of judging. They'll go through a primary table and a final table if you're chosen to go on. So kind of keep that in mind. You want it to be as fresh and warm as possible. The other thing is on your ribs and brisket. I ask that you purchase the ribs and brisket that you're going to turn in. Do not use what you were given. That's for the public. So please purchase the items that you're going to turn into this. Other, it may be garnished. That's fine. Don't want anything soupy. I don't want any vegetables. Don't want any beans. Don't want any rattlenut steak stew. Don't want anything weird. So, please, nothing soupy. And it has to be meat. Please no desserts. We're looking for meat products. So it does have to be meat. And there again, turn me in enough that if it has to go through 2 rounds of judging, 6 judges on each table, that I have enough to do that with. They will be provided with knives and forks. Anybody have any questions? My deal's pretty simple. We'll go over it again the day of the cook-off. You do need to cook everything on premises. Please don't go to Albertsons or United and buy it and try to turn it in. That won't work. So, or if you have a restaurant, please don't cook it at the restaurant. Bring it to me. I'll know. So, those are pretty much all my rules.
Yeah. But I think the turning time is really, really, really important because I know you gotta look, we have so many teams, they turn in that meat and we go right to the very last. We are running up the winners to announce them on stage. That's how close it is. So if you delay that process, That's why we can't accept any more, because then it gets everything delayed too much. So that's why we got down fine tuned. We gotta have those cutoff
Yeah, we
times,
just
turn
gotta
in
Pam.
meeting, and then we can have the awards when we need
Pam
the
mentioned the
awards.
tickets on the lid.
That.
Oh, yeah, also in this little envelope, there's a two-sided ticket. Take it out, put one half in your pocket, the other half in the little envelope, and seal it. Kind of like this, there's always times at the end, you know, when people are giving, we're up there and we're giving out awards, and you have the winning number, but nobody comes forward. Well, many times it's because they've lost their ticket. So, no ticky, no winnie, I don't care if you can't identify it. Makes no difference. No ticky, no winnie, we gotta have it. So make sure you slip the envelope and put one half in your pocket, the other half in here. And really, really pay attention to your containers. We always have 2 or 3 that come in, and they'll turn me in ribs in a brisket box. Well, I don't know who the person is, usually by that time. So what I have to do is take the box, and you may have it all pretty in there, it may be just like you want it, but I have to take the box, and I have to take it and put it in the correct box, you know, or I have to put, you know, or it becomes a marked container, it just causes all kinds of problems. So we really try to be, we want everybody to have a fair shake, you know, at this. We really pay attention. We check pretty much, I have a couple of ladies that stand at the front when you hand it in to them. We pretty much check every container as they come in. So I know, if you turn in baby back ribs, I'm probably gonna know, and it's probably gonna be disqualified, so please don't do that. I hate disqualified people, it really does make me unhappy, so. And, you know, when you turn in your brisket, I know it would look pretty to put pineapple or garnish all around it. Can't do it, because it becomes a marked container. Simple as that.
So no parsley in them?
Nope.
Other than on the other.
Okay.
When it's other, all garnishings go, I don't care.
Okay.
But when it's ribs and brisket, I do care,
Okay.
okay?
Do you want the meat laid in a certain direction?
I'm not so picky about that. I mean, the ribs are usually always so big and these containers are so little, you just kind of got to get them in there. Usually I like them to be, you know, like this. Here's the front of your container, I usually like them just like that. That's usually best. And you'll see, they'll go in there just like that.
Okay. Any other questions? And let me stress again, there's a ticket in there, 2-sided ticket. Put one in there, keep the other one, and you have to show up to the stage area when we announce the winners.
We do that about
We
7.
can
typically.
fine you, you know, so you know.
'Cause we don't know
And
who you are.
Also, we're going to have a Cook's meeting at 12 noon on Thursday at the Chamber, and we'll go over all this again. We'll have Pam there again telling you when the turn-in times are, and to keep your tickets, what time the staging area is, announce the winners. So we'll refresh you, you don't have to learn it all today, but this is the first indicator, and like I say, I have a lot of repeat people, I think you all will know it, but it's very, very important.
We really do try to stay on schedule for when the awards are going to be.
We have to,
We have to because everybody has to be able to get out of there.
yeah.
So, you know, if it's 7 o'clock, you may be busy, turn loose at somebody, send them up there to, you know, get your trophies and stuff, because we like to see their faces.
Yep, it's an exciting time.
It's
It's
very
cool to see
exciting.
the winners, they get very excited. And Pam, thanks for all your work. You did a great job for us.
Got anything, call me, I'm at Beacons, just give me a
Okay,
holler.
sure do. Thanks very much. Also, I want to remind everybody, the rules and regulations are in your packet. Study those over. I know y'all, a lot of y'all been repeat performers and you kind of know them. Just refresh yourselves. One that we want to bring to attention is fire extinguisher. Everybody needs a fire extinguisher. Don't leave home without it. It's very, 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 very important. Everybody needs one. I wish we didn't have any, but we had some backdraft fires out there and stuff. So we just gotta have it. We haven't burned down the chamber, that's a good thing. Don't know how to explain
Came
that
close.
to the city, so let's keep that going. The only other thing I have right now is we have a new service that we have at the chamber. And Penny, I was mentioning Penny, she wants to tell you about some new we have at the chamber. We're going to use it at the barbecue. So Penny, come
Yeah.
tell them what they're going to do. So.
I handed most of y'all one of these when you came in. If everybody will get out your cell phones, if you haven't done it already, get out your cell phones, open up your text messaging, and send a new text message. And you're gonna punch in the 2 spot where you would normally type in somebody's name, you're gonna type in 71441.
Wait, what?
71. Jeez. 71441, and then into the message line, you're gonna put BBQ 2014. Doesn't matter if it's all caps, lower caps, or whatever, just don't put a space in it. BBQ 2014 and hit send. If we were to have an issue where we change the times on the turn-ins for foods and stuff like that, we could send you a message. If the meat truck is there and y'all aren't picking up your meat, we can send a message out to everybody at once that says, hey, the Tyson truck is open over here at 11th and wherever it is, come get your meat. Any kind of a special situation or whatever, we can send everybody a text message all at once. So you can have everybody on your team opt into it, just your head cook, whoever's responsible and tends to have their phone on them. That would be good. So we're going to test this out, and hopefully it'll be a helpful service to not have to drive around and come to stop at every one of your booths to tell you the same thing over and over again. Hopefully we can do it this way.
Oh, it works like a charm. It's gonna be awesome. Y'all gonna love it. We use that for our roundup committee, to alert people when we have roundup meetings. It's just a great service.
Standing right in front of my video
You'll
camera.
like
I was like,
having
ooh, my
it.
face big.
I'm not gonna go over all the rules. Y'all have them, read over them, study them, know what they're all about, and if you have any questions prior to that, let us know. Only other thing is, for the new teams, you have armbands for Wednesday night in your packet that we gave you today. You receive everything else at the cook's meeting when you pick up your bags Thursday at noon. So you don't have Thursdays, you just have Wednesdays. So Wednesdays, in the folder that you have, everything you need to show up and get after it. Once again, another thing y'all have done a great job on mentioning is, we have offenders from the prison. I'm gonna have 16 of them coming out with 4 guards. Y'all been very courteous to them, and I appreciate that. These folks work very, very hard for us, and they help a lot of the teams. I appreciate the courtesy you provided these fellas. You know, they messed up, but they get a day out or a couple days out. They eat wonderful food, and they love coming out there, and I appreciate the courtesy. They do a great job for us, so continue to extend that courtesy to them, and thank them if you want to. Come thank you, because they do a lot of work for us, really do a great job.